Way to go. She had to use the finger. Sorry.
Yay!
Welcome back.
Hey, y'all. Look at our lights behind us.
We are doing a whole new lineup.
It's Friday and we got crazy. We decided to pull the white curtains back. I know that I kind of blend in, but you know what I feel like? I feel like we're on that Star Wars ride at Disneyland.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
I love that, actually. That's such a... I haven't been there for so long. I need to go. Let's go. Let's go shoot from
Camille
Disneyland.
at Disneyland. Can you imagine? I can just hear you. You'd be like this. I am not waiting in this line for 4 hours. It's what it says right here. Who the hell is going to wait in this line for 4 hours?
Do they not know with Shock Talkin's back? We're here.
It'd be like, I need me some more lemonade.
Who's going to...
Arnold
Will you,
Palmer.
Hey, will you come here? Boy, I need you to... Girl. Well, whoever. Will you stand in my steed? I could probably pay him some money to do it. Might take me another $1,000 to get through those lines, but I could probably do it.
I'm not going to Disneyland with you. You would be too embarrassing. I can tell you that much.
Oh, sugar. My hair's going to be pulled back. I ain't wearing a lot of makeup because it is going to be a sweltering mess.
Here's the deal.
It is hot out there in California.
There are many social situations that I go, I'd like to take Camille. And then I go, no, she doesn't like to get hot. She does not like to wait.
Well.
I
know. I don't wait a lot.
You would need to go
off season. Could they open it just for us?
Hurricane
season. Let's go hurricane season. I'll go.
It's California.
Oh, dang it.
Shoot. Hey, everybody. Shock Talkin'.
Hey.
We are here.
We have got a new lineup.
We are here. We've been doing some house cleaning.
Yep.
It's not bad. It's not bad at all. But we just, gosh, you know what? We just like to come and serve you folks. You fine folks out there, because we, through her clairvoyant skills,
intellectual abilities, mostly, but
she's psychically reaching through the screen right now and yanking out of your head exactly what you want us to talk about.
Hold on a second. It's coming home. Yeah, whatever. Okay, good. So I'm not doing it. That is not shit I'm gonna do. Just saying.
Alrighty.
Well, here's our new lineup. So we ready? Well, we got to do orgasms. So top of the hour, we are going to talk about orgasms for the week, and we kind of decided we're going to play integrity police just for a minute too. There's some things out there that I just wanted to get the truth about. I want you to tell the truth, and we got some people we're going to call out just in a minute, and then we have some things that we're going to talk about healing. I have done some research. Look, I'm a reader. I will try and figure out new supplements to take. I do not like medications. I don't do well on medication, anything. I'm kind of real sensitive to stuff. So I'll find out vitamins, minerals, supplements, and I have found a plethora of, and it's my empirical data. Empirical means my observed data because I've tried it out, my experiences. I lose 2 new words, by the way, just right there. Did you check me? Did you? Well, hold on. I'll let you talk in a second. Let me finish.
Look, I please have 3 minutes.
It's all about me. I want to exalt my intelligence today. I kind of look like I'm a ditzy blonde. I am really. With you around, I'm more ditzy, but
you're not.
I'm kidding. We have a good time, but we also have a lot more of a difference to make too. And I do want to talk about things that move us. I got a little love coaching coming up. I got some people I want to help with their love relationship. And then some aha moments for us. So we got a lot of things to talk about.
Y'all sit down.
Woo!
Put your cereal bowl away.
Get your coffee.
We are getting going. I don't know what it is with this lighting. I don't think it knows how to dial into my particular skin color because I look like I'm glowing. Look, it's just changing. Look at my forehead.
Maybe you're glowing because you're...
Kim K, don't be hating on me if
Actually,
I don't have
think you look pretty good.
I don't have the highlighting things down to a science.
Well, I got glowing, like this is
Those
glow.
things always glow.
They're glowing. So I'm looking at myself going, you got a little shine here. I got a shine here.
Yeah, I got cleavage, but look where mine is compared to yours. Yours is up here.
You're 6 feet tall. So, of course,
I should have a long cleavage. I do not. And y'all, this is all about
my short frame, my short weight. It's like it's all just junked up here. It's like whoosh. It's just in my chest. It's just my throat. It's just up to my throat.
Doesn't have junk in her trunk. She's junk in her chest.
I got junked. I just junked it up here. So
up right there.
Okay, good. Let's get going.
Alrighty, gasm.
Yeah, what's your gasm for the week?
Here it is. Okay, it's I'm a sports nut, right?
Yeah.
Worked for ESPN for a number of years, and football is my sport. Y'all, if you love sports, goalgasm.
Oh my!
Here's the scene.
Ooh.
It is down to first and goal line. Your team could win. By just crossing that line.
Yeah.
You are standing up as the ball is snapped. Plays, people are moving, people are getting up after getting down, and it crosses that goal line. That is a goalgasm.
And you won.
And we won.
Thank you, God. That's awesome. Good for you.
That's why it's called the Hail Mary, because people get excited about that.
And they might cuss a little bit. They got to go, Hail Mary, full of grace, forgive me for cussing.
No, but you think about it.
That's awesome.
Like, the Stanley Cup, the World Series.
Oh, my God,
it's
soccer.
all about it.
If you see these soccer players that are international, I mean, they're all like moving in sync, and they're the wave. I mean, they are.
Do not bend over. There are many people that will never recover.
I'm afraid. I was thinking, it's not lean
like
over.
This. Oh hell!
Excuse me, hold on.
There?
Yeah.
Ooh.
No, I have to grab my.
Okay, so what's your gasm?
My gasm. Well, I had a couple, but I'm going to tell you. So, I watched the story about Leonard Skinner last night. I just, oh my God.
You said that like
Leonard Skinner. I was moved to tears just when they crashed in that plane, and 6 people passed away. It just, man, we were what? I was just an itty bitty thing when they died.
Born, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
There's
Just
a lot
checking.
of celebs that were killed in
Plane crashes. I know. Like Will La Bamba, that great little.
Yeah.
I love that song. Right. Donna. Can't remember his name right now, but yeah.
Buddy Holly
was killed in the same crash. That's right. Yeah. So.
Patsy Cline.
Gosh,
y'all, it's coming to me.
Yeah. See. So now your age has come back. Okay. Good.
Oh,
so
like Patsy Cline. Are you kidding me?
But just watching this and how these are young men, they all came together and they mastered their craft.
Yeah.
They were in this hot, sweltery, garage area, and they just, they would play these songs over and over and over all day long, and sweat's just pouring on the guitars, and just to hear their true stories. Mm-hmm. And there's a handful, there's four were left, 4 survived, but just, how they got through it, and they kept playing, and they kept working, and I was moved.
How are you calling that a gasm?
Well, the music.
Music.
I downloaded my Leonard Skinner collection again. I was like, I am back in high school. So yeah, I was listening to, working for MCA, and yeah. Oh yeah, Poison Whiskey, and oh my gosh, yeah. It was on my alpha male moment. I was having my gasm male moment, man. I was just like, it's men lyrics. That's what it is. It's just that raunchy, tough guy. Yeah. These guys were beating up hotel rooms before that was fun. And that was just to vent some steam because they were on the road constantly. And they knew, they knew.
Poor hotels.
Right.
Can you imagine? But then Britney Spears came along, y'all, and it wasn't funny anymore.
No, but they knew the plane was actually not doing well. So there were a few people that actually did not want to go on that plane. Wow. And Ronnie Vance was like, y'all can, whatever. So you can get your own ride to wherever. And so he didn't know, of course, but it's just amazing. That one album with the fire behind him, and it's just fortuitous. So
Music-gasm. So we all know
music-gasm.
Music-gasm. Like you hear a song and you're just like.
Well, and just to celebrate the humanity behind that, and just the people, and how real and raunchy and fun and crazy. I wish I would have met them all. But anyway, I like that. That was my gasm. So there we go.
Yeah. I love it. We sometimes do this, things that maybe we just want to ask Jesus. And let me just tell you what happened to us. As we are fixing to go live with you folks right now, bam, the iPod wanted to do an update. Dear Jesus. Why do things want to update without giving us a warning?
I wasn't prepared. Yeah, and so now we got to wait, and we're on a time crunch.
There is no way to turn it off. There's nothing.
No.
You are at the mercy.
I'd have to unbolt everything, and by then it's done. But my fear was...
It was pretty fast, though, I will say.
I was impressed.
Dear Jesus, it was pretty fast.
I don't have a ton on there. But I was fearful that all my photos were going to sync up. Here's what I want to ask Jesus.
It's like this. I got 78,000 selfies.
I think it's 7,800. Anyway, no, I do have a lot. But then I was going, okay, so it syncs up, and I didn't want it to sync up with all my gadgets and then just have a flood of pictures. Then we got no space to do our show. So we figured that out.
Yeah.
And we sync up too. I think women, yeah, that was what I want to ask Jesus.
Good one.
Like what well, maybe it's wisdom though, because maybe they support each other when they're going through that time every month. But women actually that live together or are close, they sync up their cycles.
Y'all, why? And you know what we're talking about. And I'll tell you what, I haven't had a period in like 2 or 3 months.
I'm sorry.
Thanks to you and your satanic projectile periods, all of a sudden, I got me a period.
I'm
now.
sorry about that, girl. That's what I'm saying. My bad. I'll take it.
And the truth is, like, here's the issue. So that particular man that goes, who cares? If you're watching,
Did you see that? Oh,
here's
here's
the particular issue is that we don't necessarily feel, it's not like it's a release like a fart or something like that.
Yeah, it's not going to make room for anything.
It doesn't make us feel better. Like, once it's like coming out of us, it's not like we go,
No.
There's no orgasm to that. I can tell you that much.
Well, in fact, I mean, this is, again, the wisdom of this. It's kind of like, well, your iron's depleted. You become anemic. You get sick. And then it continues.
Bloated.
Yeah, how the hell is that a good idea?
Zits.
Right.
Jesus,
yeah, you're
are you
a teenage
listening?
girl again.
You are so
and emotional.
mean.
Emotional.
No, we're not!
I know. I just have to be patient because when I know when she's going there because I'm like, okay, Gretchen, I'm so sorry.
I think
I'm sorry.
position in the corner.
I just start saying, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, but that's a good one. Like, why? The group In Sync was a bunch of boys. No, it's not. It's actually a collective group of women around the world.
That's very clever.
And if we all got in one, like, say we were at like a big convention site and one was on their period and
they all
were there for a week, would we all
all Bluetooth connected? And I'll tell you what, then that
every
man out there
7-Eleven would be clean wiped out of Kotex.
that man out there be going, I care now. Where are all the women?
He's like, dear man, do not go to that convention center. There's a whole lot of crazy shit going on right there.
Can you imagine being? I can't even go there. Forget the restroom stuff. Okay, so yeah, we want to ask Jesus now.
Okay,
here's some integrity moment. I was kind of thinking. There's times I look out there and I watch the news and I listen to stuff and I just, it's like, I just want to say, stop. Time to tell the truth here. Let's just quit letting this continuation of bullshit go on. Most trials where, look, we all know you're guilty, Larry Nassar. We all know you're guilty, Harvey Weinstein. We all, why do we have to suffer through the expensive shit of a trial?
Yes. Sorry.
Just,
even
you're
the whole
going down.
Bill Cosby thing, it's like, you know what? Why does it take multiple witnesses, Larry Nassar, over 300 so far?
Oh, and Larry's got a new problem.
Which, by the way, now Larry goes, you know what? I've been in prison since, June?
Yeah.
May, June, something like that.
And he's
I'd
upset.
like to have a redo.
Yeah.
Because I don't want a female judge. Give me a break. When do you see, this is the problem with our country. I do believe that there's rights that need to be stopped. You know what I'm saying?
You go ahead, go on. Just go on, girl. I'm gonna let it go because
No, because here's my thought. When you are a extreme pedophile like he is, he should lose privileges.
He should lose some parts.
It is definitely, without a doubt, without a shadow of a doubt, we know he is guilty. And now for him to come back and challenge the courts.
Yeah, he's appealing the court. He wants a new judge. He wants her to recuse herself because this is self-serving. She's self-serving by being the judge on this case.
Really?
I can't imagine how pleasant that was listening to those adorable, beautiful young women going through hell and their impact statements being read over and over and over.
And the whole time she's like, how can I gain from this?
Right. How's she going to benefit from that?
Is he referring to the fact that she was invited to the ESPYs?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Larry Nassar, I know you're not watching this because you should never have the privilege of watching Shock Talking while you're in prison. But you know what? Here's the deal. You and I were discussing this. Outside of our work life, we are involved in other things.
Yes, a lot of other things.
You know what? That judge turned the trajectory of lives around and gave justice to in any small form that could have been a justice. She was the one that did that.
That's right. You
know what? They weren't. First of all, she was not being honored. They were being honored.
She wasn't selected because she's a female judge. That's not how she got that job.
No, but
it's just how she came in. And she wasn't, you're right, she wasn't on the ESPYs.
She wasn't.
She didn't get an award.
She didn't get on stage.
No.
The presenters, which were the victims, made mention to her.
They thanked her.
her. So I'm sorry,
for her duty
and
as a judge. She didn't do anything that was inappropriate. My point.
Right.
My point.
And how dare he say, because she's a woman, she voted in the direction of the women. I would like to.
I think it's
glad you're
actually
laughing because
well,
it's like
no, it's so ludicrous. I think it's actually better he had a female, frankly. I think most men, when they hear this stuff, they get maybe a little violent and they want to kill.
Remember the couple dads?
I do.
Yeah.
And she was so great with one of those dads, and he's just like 2 minutes. 30 seconds, and he couldn't couldn't restrain himself.
Yeah,
Right
yeah.
now, that's truth. That is someone speaking their truth, and they're authentic and they're real, and I love that. That to me is raw, and that's exactly how any parent feels.
And honestly, I mean, and you're a therapist, he needed more than 30 seconds.
Yeah.
But at least at that moment, there was that initial
break his throat.
confrontation that gave a little bit of relief.
Yeah.
I just think, to tell your truth, Larry Nassar, it's too late. You've been caught.
If you're capable of it.
There is no cover up anymore. You've been caught. Weinstein.
Larry, one more thing about Larry. That sick pig. Here's the thing about these predators. They like telling their story. They like bragging about it.
They like to relive it.
You bet they do. They want to sit in front of you and watch you squirm. And, yeah. There's a trial I got to be at in November. And I just got to vent for a second. In Utah, children, that are abused, that are trafficked, okay, they can actually video their testimony. And they don't have to sit and face the perpetrator, okay? Not in Texas. No. There's a child that has to.
I'm going to dispute that Utah thing.
Are they not letting you do that? Are you kidding me? Mm-hmm. Okay, so different. Mm-hmm. Well, I think in the criminal trial they were going to, in Utah, they would let, because she's so young.
Yeah, maybe that's
under 10. So I think that was the case. But in Texas, then maybe it's not. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe federal law requires the victim to sit in front of the perpetrator. Y'all, I need your prayers. I need your prayers for this little girl who was abused, who's got to face a monster that nearly killed her. And I just want you to just send that energy toward this little girl that I love and I'm supporting. I can't tell you nothing else. I can't tell you her name. She's going to be an amazing woman one day, though. I'll tell you that right now. So just send your prayers to all the victims that have been trafficked and that got out of it and that need our love and support.
What is the point of a victim, especially somebody that young, being in the same room and testifying in front of what is the point of that?
I do think they want to hear an authentic expression out of her.
But that's just trauma for the child.
You're damn right it is. And that was my argument.
Don't you think, first of all.
Aren't the experts enough? Aren't the doctors enough that had to fix her little body?
Well, and the fact that she is in a courtroom, never been there before, sitting on a stand in front of people she does not know, being interrogated to a degree by the prosecuting attorney. So, what? I don't get it.
Yeah. Well, you
I
and me
would
both.
think that a child facing a perpetrator would kind of shut down.
Well, that's what happened.
Because she doesn't have the skills to be like these young women against Larry Nassar that had a voice and they got strong.
How long did it take him to get strong to have a voice?
Yeah, because they were silent for a long, long time.
Absolutely. And this little child has to do this. She's 6 now, but she was 5 at the time. I think 4.5, 5 at the time. So this stuff, they actually called me when they were interviewing her here. FBI flew in to interview her here, and she did shut down. That's exactly what happened. So they called me and said, "Can you just come and sit with her so that we, know she's got a little emotional support in there? We can't have family; it's got to be professional." So I went in there and sat with her. She didn't cry once. She was real good. But I just pray that can continue if she's got to go in front of a jury in November.
I tell you what, I don't even see why she has to go in front of a jury when you've got doctors that had to do the repair on her. Mm-hmm. You've got experts like you. There is enough.
Yeah, there's teachers.
Child should not have to go through that.
She's doing so well. And so for her, I just pray this little girl does not go backward. I'll be there no matter what. I'm there for her. She's going to be all right. Just say that. So pray for me that I can actually get through it myself without just. I have not cried. I when she leaves, I will sometimes just sit there and cry. I will be honest with you. It is a lot to take in, y'all.
I can't even imagine.
All right. Let's go back to another monster, Harvey Weinstein. This is where I want to just stop and say, y'all need to tell the truth here. I heard this morning on the news that there was a story that was shut down. Gotta have my glasses on, y'all. Excuse me. NBC denies former producers' claim that they tried to kill Ronan Farrow's Weinstein story. So this allegedly was a story that was put together, a report about Harvey Weinstein, another victim that was abused by him, and they wanted to interview her. And they were told to kill the story. Now, we all know Harvey's a monster, but the network maintains that this was not ready for publication. There was something they needed to work on, apparently.
Like what?
Good question. So NBC's run into their own problems with the sexual assault allegations, I think, recently, okay? But in November, the weeks after the New Yorker published Pharaoh's Weinstein story, NBC fired Today host Matt Lauer. So, this has been going on with Matt, with Weinstein. But there is something, I think, who's the president of this name? I can't remember his name. But I think it came from up on high, is what they said. It came from the top people at the station. Noah Oppenheim, NBC's news president, denied the accusations in a statement to the Times, saying McHugh was never told to stop in ways he's implying. Well, how was he
Why
told
do we
to
have
stop?
The story then?
How about
Where
you just tell the truth? If it wasn't, he's not implying. He was told to shut up. He's kill the story. Why? That's what I want to know is what is the truth? I get so fed up of just hearing snippets, and it's like, what the fuck? So now we're left to wonder.
And when you have a president or a CEO of a network that is purposely keeping a story from the public, that's against what freedom of speech is.
Well, exactly. And then this reporter's finally coming out with it. And good for you. My support's with you, whistleblower. But there's just this is the things that just, I want to go, it's time to tell the truth, people.
Yeah.
There's so many things there's time to tell the truth about.
Yeah. And it's not over with.
No,
it is
by
not,
a long
it is
shot.
Not over with.
But he's still out there roaming. He's made bail. So
of course he did, because and that's just it. When you've got somebody that has that much money.
Yeah. Bill Cosby.
I kind of think maybe the court should go like, I'm sorry, once you get, the bail is set at a certain amount, no more, no. If it's that high, you shouldn't be able to get out, right?
And house arrest, I'm not saying that's a prison term, just that's not enough for me.
Especially
women.
when you have somebody living in a mansion.
Correct.
With servants.
Correct. Right?
Yeah. It's not,
So these are the stuff I want the truth told about. So I'm going to be watching to see what happens with this whole thing.
Yeah.
But look, and I've told everybody, since this is going on till 2025, y'all, we do have a Pluto return happening in this country, and it may sound woo-woo to some people, but that does mean abuse of power, things are coming out. We're going through a revolution in this country about equality, okay? And I've said before a year ago, and I'll say it again, we are going to also have border issues. We do, but worse than you can imagine. People do want equality worldwide. So
the thing about this is that even if NBC is shutting this story down, it will come out, because when you got just two common people like Camille and I talking about it, people want to know.
Am I common?
I'm common. She's not. Sorry.
That's not how I would describe myself.
But you know what I'm saying? It's like
I get it.
If the president goes, I don't want this story out. Well, guess what? The rest of us goes, it's got to be a weighted matter.
Absolutely.
We want to hear about it, and it's not going to go away.
No. Well, no. In fact, it's just going to get louder and louder.
And to me, I think, well, you just told on yourself.
That's right.
If you say, I don't want this story about Weinstein out, guess what? That, in my mind, I'm going to equate that like, well, okay, whatever the story is, he's guilty of. You're trying to cover up.
And you've got guilt too. You either enabled it, you knew about it, you were in bed together, so to speak. Oh, maybe that's the truth. I want to know the truth, whatever the hell it is, y'all. Just saying. So tell me I don't want to say it.
Yeah,
I just
but
want to know
you
why.
have a point, though, because if he's saying no, maybe he's not just covering up for Harvey.
Well, he's keeping a lid on something, and maybe it's about himself. There's a personal vested interest here is what I'm seeing. And they have their own problems on their station. I get it, and they're trying to, damage control. I understand that too. But the people that come out with the truth, at least, notice how the truth does set you free. So it's like if you come out with truth and just say, here's the truth, things kind of happen quickly, and then it's over,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I don't know. It's
this
interesting
long,
how
drawn
we
out
as
BS
parents,
of lies.
We teach our children to tell the truth and to
Clean
be
up your mess.
honest and blah, blah, blah. And then you just look around at adults and you go, you missed it.
Right.
That was
Who
lip
parented
service
you?
of some sort.
Who's parenting you?
Right.
It's true.
What else do you have on that list?
Well, let me look here. I was going to talk about, things that I have figured out to help myself heal. So it's like Heal with Camille.
There you go.
I can't do medications. Like I said, I'm real sensitive to stuff. And so
Which
drugs
is
and
really,
stuff.
My mom's the same way. I mean, literally like an aspirin will put her in bed, like knocked out.
Do that again.
Yeah.
You got that snort, girl. That's good snorting.
I was watching Botch the other day.
Yeah.
And there was this guy from Prague.
Yeah.
And so he's talking about he had all these rhinoplasty nose surgeries done, right? And he goes, it makes me snorkel. And the two doctors are like, What?
That happens.
It makes me snorkel. He's like, what's that?
Does he know English? That is
funny. They're like, it's snore.
Snore or snort. Maybe he's snorting. Like you just snort. Yeah, you're good at that. You got a good pig sound, girl. I've never heard her be a pig, but there you go. So what I want to talk about was just some things that I have figured out about helping myself with inflammation or cramping and stuff. I don't
just do one today.
Inflammation. So, ibuprofen and things like that tend to hurt my stomach, and then I've read some studies that it can cause heart failure, and there's just some links to some things I don't want. So I started figuring out what I could take for that, and it's turmeric. Curcumin or turmeric, but it is a natural anti-inflammatory. You know that curry is basically what we're talking about.
But it's sweat it all out.
I think so. But but it's not necessarily spicy. It just helps the body naturally not inflame. So you
take it every day?
I do a bone broth protein with turmeric in it, and then I have some capsules of turmeric. Yeah, and I don't have joint swelling. I don't have pain. I'm actually pretty good, and I'm not I'm not as thin as Gretchen. I'm working on it, but I'm a bigger person. I think that sometimes bigger people have a little bit more pain and aches and stuff. I just don't have that. But and if I get something, I'm going to figure out how to not have it.
You know what? And I think that's so smart because I think a lot of people, we're at the mercy of whatever a doctor says.
I'm my own doctor.
And many, 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 many times, what happens is the word surgery comes up. And y'all, second, third, fifth opinions are important because I'm not saying all doctors are like this, but there are plenty that work well with the insurance companies.
That's right.
And it is a way to make money.
Well, it is a business.
And
we don't have free medicine.
But when you put your body under anesthesia and you put your body under that kind of stress, you don't know.
Yeah.
And oftentimes, if inflammation is the problem of the pain, which most of the time it is, get that or treat.
Handle that. Don't cut it open.
Yeah, treat the symptoms.
I totally agree.
And then you'll find the cure.
Well, and I don't mind my protein shaker running with turmeric in it. It doesn't bother me a bit.
Right.
My mother, bless her heart, had 22, 23 surgeries. Wow. But every time you cut that tissue, you're cutting how it's connected to the rest of the body. And I think it contributed greatly to her demise at 62.
Wow.
She passed at 62.
Yeah.
So my decision was I am not going like that. So I decided I was going to figure out natural cures as best as I could. But doctors were God to her. I'll be honest, she really
and there's
believed
a lot
them.
of, and even the micronutrients that we take.
Yes.
I got to the point, Camille, that I was like, I am really tired of spending money on what I think are good supplements that are actually filled with crap.
Right.
And the FDA goes, I don't care. As long as I have that much of the good stuff, you can fill the rest with a bunch of synthetic crap.
Which I can't
your
take.
body goes, after a while, what do I do with this stuff? And it holds on to it in places, and then we have, maybe autoimmune issues. Or we have a lot of issues that happen primarily because we are not educated in what we take.
That's exactly right. Well, and knowing what quality supplements are, which is a whole other conversation, but you do need to do some research on the ingredients, if there's filler, if there's rice, like rice flour, things like that.
Right.
So if you're allergic to gluten, you can't have some of these things. There's companies that stand out for not having filler, but you're right. You've got to have quality.
And I do think, because you buy most of your stuff online, right?
Certain brands. Yes.
There definitely is. You need to do the research before you buy, because just going to your Walmart, or going to just a regular
Walgreens,
place,
you ain't going to get.
You don't know that you're getting really.
You aren't.
Because it's like we were talking one time. I mean, collagen is such a buzzword in the pharmaceutical industry because people think, oh, okay, it's going to be good for me. Well, the problem is, y'all, collagen is not you don't ingest it. It is a huge molecule that has to be micronized down. It should be, through the skin. Anyway, it just, by the time anything that is ingested, by the time it goes through the whole process of, your benefits are pretty slim.
Low.
So that's why you really want to know the content of what you like
and how it's absorbed.
What's the brand that you like?
If I'm ordering online, I like, there's two that I will kind of favor. Douglas Laboratories, I think, is great.
Yeah.
And I get my calcium magnesium from them. It's really smooth, and I love how it feels. And then I will like Jarrow, Jarrow. They have some high quality supplements too.
Okay, so
those are my two favorites right now.
Those are the two.
Jarrow
drug of the week is turmeric.
Turmeric. Y'all try turmeric instead of your anti-inflammatory medication and see if that doesn't help you out.
Gosh, and as a mom, I have athletes, so I'm glad to know that. Because
Oh,
when
yeah,
I
I'll
see
get you
you
some.
don't want your kids like overtaking stuff that's not good for them.
No, absolutely not. No,
Yeah.
no. Okay, very good.
All right, so I want to share a little beauty tip.
Let's do
and
it.
this is not my ideal, so I'm just sharing my biz.
Kiss me.
So I was talking to Dr. Karen last week, and I said, I have a milky face cleaner. And I'm thinking as I'm working it, and I use one of those Clarisonic brushes, and all that kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
I'm doing my part. Then it comes time for the toner, and I look at the cotton ball and it's full of makeup. I'm like, what the hell? I thought I just
you're cleaning
cleansed
that
my
off.
skin.
Yeah.
So you end up using more toner, which you saw from my
That's
bottle. You're
right.
like, you use more because you're trying to clean all that off.
Yes.
She said, go get yourself some facial wipes.
And what? And the brand don't matter. Kirkland brand,
No,
whatever.
because this isn't what you're going to. This isn't the end all. This
No,
is
it's just
to
it's the
get
first stage.
makeup off.
You can use dish soap. They don't care.
No, don't do that.
Oh, I'm just kidding.
That's just the first step. Just get the makeup off, and then
I like Kirkland brand of those. Just saying. Sorry.
then the ingredients that come from the really good expensive products or whatever you use, it lets it actually get in and work your skin because it's actually broken. I mean, it doesn't have to.
You
break
took the
through
first
all
layer
that
off.
stuff.
Yeah.
So I thought, I'm gonna start doing
Very
that. And guess
good.
what? I'm actually using less product because that stuff's cheap.
Yes.
Those
and you
are
take off the
cheap.
first layer. You don't need to. Yeah.
And then I can actually let the products do what they
Your
need to
toner's
do.
lasting through the rest of the products.
I'm toned from the neck up.
She's toner all over.
Friends.
Yeah. Look,
Neck up.
she's got collagen everywhere. She's doing great.
I am one big sausage of injection. Is that what you're saying?
Got a big molecule collagen going on over there. She's good.
You know what? Speaking of that, so y'all, I always talk. I was telling myself, but I was watching Botched. I usually don't like that show because it gets gross. But there was a drag queen.
Oh,
that
I missed it.
I know.
When?
And he had so many different areas of his body silicone injected. Not necessarily surgery, but silicone injected. And wanted to have a procedure done. The two doctors go in and like he had butt silicone implants of some sort, and they were squishing him. We were like, wow,
Are those just like a needle injecting? It's not like a formed anything?
No, he had a formed thing.
Okay.
But
That
he
was
did
surgery,
have it was interesting because he doesn't want to have the surgery to become a woman because he still wants to be a man, but
Yes.
he leads both worlds, right?
Yeah.
So he had
Cool.
cleavage and pecs
Inserted?
filled in with silicone injections.
Okay.
So that in his girl clothes, he looks like he has cleavage and he can still pad, and there's a dimension there.
Looks like a little cha-cha going on.
But when he's shirtless at the beach or whatever,
He looks fit.
like a guy, like he's fit. Yeah.
How about that?
So anyway, I thought it was interesting.
That's healthy.
He had gone and I don't know, he had silicone biceps put in.
Oh.
He had silicone rib or
So he was a
abs put
lean
in.
guy. He's skinny.
I don't know. I'm just saying the whole point was your body can have a severe reaction, and this is something they said. You don't know when. It's not like it has to happen right away. It can be years down the road that you can have a reaction to the silicone.
Interesting.
So you remember when the implants used to be silicone,
Right.
And then all of a sudden it was like, no, everybody do saline.
Do saline,
And then silicone goes, wait a minute, we're going to make them better. So now, you know what I'm saying? So now it's kind of an even thing, but silicone in the body.
Interesting. I read somewhere about silicone implants. Not that I need any. I'm not really, but I.
Lord, no.
No, but some of them have ribs, like they're not a smooth silicone, and so there's like a little bumpy one, and those were linked to more cancer
Wow.
events than others.
Because why?
I guess they said that potentially the nubs on them, and they weren't large, it was just a little bit of a texture, were somehow collecting, either something, and they were more. They didn't say they caused cancer, but there were more cancer
never say
found.
that.
Of course, but there's more cancer found in those implant surgeries than any others.
Wow.
So y'all out there, you want to do your research on if you're going to get implants, and I would avoid the nubs. That's just my little advice on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What else we have?
Let's see here. So,
Oh, I do want to give, while you're looking at that list, I want to give just this
right.
little fitness tip.
Yeah.
Last night, I'm at the gym, And I'm on the treadmill and I see this gal, and the way my gym is set up for all the cardio stuff, you kind of have a sea of
Yeah,
you get to
your
see
bikes,
everybody.
your treadmills, you're on top. Yeah, up. Yeah.
You get to see everybody. And there was a gal over there. Now, in all the years I've been going to the gym, I have never seen this. Doesn't mean it didn't happen, but at the times I was there, I never saw it. And people always look at me weird when I do this particular thing in my routine. And she was doing plies. You remember from ballet, she was doing plies with a weighted bar. And I've always done that because if you understand ballet, it's all core and it's butt.
That's right.
Right? And so when you engage both of those, other areas benefit.
Correct.
So I couldn't contain myself. And whenever I'm like, you just made my day. She's like, what? And I said, all the years I've been going to the gym, I've never seen a woman implement plies with weights.
Yes.
And she's like, are you kidding me? And I said, do you see that often? She goes, no, actually I don't. So even if you don't want to use weights, you brush your teeth, right? If you're going to stand there and brush your teeth and do 50 plies.
But describe plie, because I used to do ballerina when I was a little girl, so people don't understand that.
So you can do a position where you have a foot and a foot, and your knees are kind of close and they bend. So you're going to bend. You're going to bend from your hips. You're not bending over. You're going to just lower your back down with your butt tucked under.
Correct.
And then you can do like a straddle plie where your feet are like apart, right? Yeah. And then you're lowering yourself down. Yeah. I do that all the time when I wash my face or brush my teeth.
Yep.
If I'm just going to be standing there, I always incorporate that. So,
hey, that's a great idea.
if your husband
gonna
goes,
do
what
that.
the hell?
Just getting ready
You go,
for you.
Gretchen told me to. So.
Gretchen
Blame
says,
her.
this is good. I'm doing Kegels.
No, Camille. What is going on in a different part of the body?
Oh, just saying. Okay.
No, but you know what? I
Don't take my fun out of it, girl.
I heard somebody say, hey, if you're going to sit at a stoplight, hold that Kegel as long as the light is red. And so I'm like, okay, I can do that. I'm pretty sure my face is like this. Right?
I've never done Kegels, really. I tried. I was like, that shit don't work.
Can you jump on the tramp?
Yeah. I don't.
Well,
pee
you didn't
myself.
have a vaginal birth.
I didn't. I was. Now you've
good to
you
go.
and me. You've told my story. I had to have C-sections.
Not a bad thing.
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
had a-
saying. when you
I'm
push,
5 foot. I'm 5'5", 5'4", really. But I lie. I'm 5'5". I used to be
jack
5'5".
that hair up.
I'm 5'5" with my hair. So no, but really, my children were Buddha babies. I had a 9-pound, 12-ounce son.
See, that's the thing to ask Jesus
What?
again. Why?
I don't have. I mean,
Why are we growing
y'all
them so
might
big
think-
before they come out in the world?
Well, and I was like, well, I'm bigger. And the doctor said, yeah, but not inside. So I'm like, oh, thank you.
Yeah, but you know what? Especially shorter women, you
Yeah.
don't have a large space to grow a baby.
Hey, now I got an LV. I'm good. My LV's good.
Your baby does not grow in your vagina. God, Camille.
Oh, that's right. Forgive me. No, but I was just tits and tummy. I mean, I was literally.
I mean, you had nowhere to go. But
I had
out.
nowhere. I couldn't. And you're right. And so I was I was literally, my tits were laying on my tummy. And my tits were as big as my head. I mean, I'm not exaggerating.
You know, it's funny when you use the word tit.
Okay,
it takes on, like you can say breast and it's one feeling, but when you say it like that, my tits, like it is like, it's a bad, it's like
sexualized.
Oh.
Okay, sorry. But
No, don't be sorry. I'm just
it
saying.
just rhymes tits, tummy. I mean, that I didn't even think about how it comes across. I'll be more appropriate.
I think it's very descriptive.
I actually won't. So it's what it is. But it was just like I was well, and oh my goodness, and I was
Were
just
you
my
just
back.
breathing like?
Yeah, I was like this. Okay, Lord, how
Because
long?
Nathan was a big boy.
Nathan was 3 weeks overdue, and he was 9 pounds 12 ounces.
Why do you let her go 3 weeks
Thank you.
overdue when he's
Thank
9
you.
pounds?
I could have died, but it was horrid. And then I tried to give birth, and the doctor told me, you can probably pass 6 pounds because you're not you have a oval, like a round shaped pelvis. So my bones kind of go toward each other, not straight down. Mm-hmm. I know I'm just odd inside, but I'm kind of odd anyway. But I could not pass him no matter what. So when they figured that out, it's like he was 9 pounds 12 ounces.
That's ridiculous.
4 pounds over
He's
what
a
I could pass.
3-month-old baby.
Oh, he was. No, he was Buddha baby. He was just, slits fries. He was so cute. And then my daughter, 9'1". I know. They're like, do you have diabetes? I said, no, I do not. But they really, there's no way I could pass those kids.
Yeah.
So anyway, I would have died. If it was natural, good Lord, I would have been dead. Thank you for medicine.
You know, in the scriptures talk about, childbirth is the closest thing to death.
Yes.
Women.
Yes.
You think about it, because back then they had no other choice. You birth a baby as big as yours.
Oh, yeah, I would be dead.
I'm sure people died.
I would have died. I mean, really, I think I have a second chance.
Camille's like, in this lifetime, I had a C-section. In my other past lifetime,
I was dying.
Died on the table.
And I'll tell you what, if you read history, most children did not get out of their youth. That is the truth. It was like almost half the children died in our past. It's very, very sad. Just medicine. We didn't have antibiotics. We didn't have things like that to save their lives. So if they got in an accident or something, they took off a limb. I mean, or it go gangrene and kill you. Now there's so many. We really do live in a modern era where there's hardly any deaths in our world of children.
Which is really interesting. If you, I love to study about the
history of humanity.
Well, no, the American Indian culture and how they use the things of the earth to cure.
Yes,
it's not just American Indians, but that's just the one I happen to be studying. Because my daughter and I are like you, we don't want to take fake synthetic things. We want to make sure whatever we're putting in our body is actually doing what it's supposed to do.
That's right, yeah.
So, the research pays off when you try to figure out, what exactly is going on. And then that kind of bleeds into, I don't think we really want to go on this subject, but if there's energy in everything, there's energy in the earth, right?
Absolutely.
So there's energy in stones, there's energy in
crystals,
energy in minerals, there's energy in a lot of stuff. So if you are thinking you want to take anything with minerals in it, just make sure you know what you're taking.
Absolutely. Well, and everything has a vibration. Like everything's vibing to something. Yeah.
I know. Camille, as a clairvoyant
energy
cheeky
reader
pie right here. The last week that I've been driving, I feel like everybody is coming in on my lane. I seriously, and I know I'm giving crusty looks left and right because I'm like, get over in your own lane. Look at your face. You're like,
well, I'm just like reading and going, I want you to wear your seatbelt all the time, girl.
I do, but I'm going to get in a wreck.
I'm going to ask you to stop. I want you to quit getting a little angry. I want you to be, I'm going to back up a little bit. I want you to just be careful. Just be a little careful. If you're engaging that energy, okay, you want to be careful not to just don't react to it. Just go, I guess I better back off a little bit. You guys want that lane? You go right ahead. So just get generous.
I'm like a demolition derby. I'm like, I got bang all over it. Go ahead. Camille said.
I just want you to chill, relax. Yeah, pull back.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, good.
We're 41 minutes into this.
We are. Oh, shit. And I got 2 more topics.
Okay, go ahead real quick.
Okay, well, I just want to talk about some love coaching for a minute. We do love coaching. I do love coaching, you know that. So, relationship stuff. You've been
around me for about 10 years.
Well, that's right. I've kept you single. Thank you, Jesus. Kept you safe. You're safe for now. Until the right one comes along, which we'll know. Now, there's a couple of clients that come to my mind from this last week. You never had a mismatched relationship where, one wants a commitment, one wants marriage, and the other one's like, I'm not ready. It's this interesting dynamic, and I've got a couple. I think I have 2 people that have gone through this. And like one of them, it's a male that wants to improve himself. He's gotten sober. He's getting himself ready. He wants a commitment. He wants children. And she's going, I'm just newly divorced, and I'm not sure. And so she's kind of like backing off. It's interesting to see the dynamic, and I think you probably all realize this, but the person that's less committed is the one in control, just so you know. Okay, so that's the dynamic how it works.
Yeah, because they are actually, they get to be the driver.
That's it. They're not all in. So the one that's all in is a little bit more vulnerable. But I see this, and so the one that's not committed kind of is pulling back, and this guy's, pretzeling, somersault. I mean, the splits now trying to get this girl to commit to him. Now, and I said, maybe you don't want to try that hard. Maybe you want to pull back a little bit. Because if you're 100% all in, and she's not, she's kind of going, whoa, you're...
Right. I mean,
you're going to lose her.
Resistance is natural.
You're going to lose her. Right. So I said, if you really want her, stop. Quit. You're over-giving. So, look, the dynamic has to be in the early stages. There is tit for tat. There is... keeping score a little bit. And the score is more like, well, I gave, are they going to give? I called, are they calling me? You want to make sure it's reciprocated. Because this guy's about ready to have a heartbreak. Because he's given all in money, gifts, trips. And she's like going, I'm going to go see my therapist.
But you know what? To her defense, gosh, if you've just been through a divorce.
Well, it's been 2 years.
Well, still, you never know about the PTSD that people go through.
Well,
you do, but I'm just saying. I mean, I've been divorced a long, long time, and it's never on the top of my priority to be like, "Yep, I'm looking for a husband."
Well, no, and that because you got so much going on in your profession, you got so many things, and this here to the defense of him,
Mm-hmm.
then do not pretend that you're going to be committed to him, and
Gotcha.
that was my feedback to her, girl. She's like, he's just gonna get a heartache. I said, and how are you walking him into that, train wreck, girl? But I said, you got to be straight with him, because I think she's just loving that she's finally got someone adoring and providing and giving, but she's doing therapy on herself. This guy's like all in. He is going to get a heartache.
Band-aid for her old wounds.
That's
right
it.
now.
That's it.
So
don't do that, people.
Y'all, this reminds me of some really quality TV that I was watching. I have been watching only because a friend of mine is on
Springer?
the show. No, it's called Mama June from Not to Hot.
Oh, she's gained a few back. I'm a little worried about her. I want to tell her to get on some turmeric. Anyway, just kidding.
She doesn't care.
She don't. I don't watch this. I really don't know her. She's your friend.
My friend is a pageant coach, JJ.
Thank you, JJ.
JJ, we love you. Anyway,
you've undertaken a big
JJ
task,
Smith.
JJ.
He's from Texas. He coaches people that are competing, and so he was asked by the show to come in and work with Mama June and Alana because they were doing this mother-daughter thing, right? So anyway, that's not even why I want to talk about this. So when Mama June was with Sugar Bear, which is Alana's dad, y'all stay with me.
Ugh, it's hard, right? Okay, go ahead.
Better.
Keep on going.
She was never going to get married. And they were together for a while. Mm-hmm. I don't think she's ever been married. She's just had daddies.
Yeah.
Her children, right?
Got it.
They even had I don't know what they called it, but at one season it was almost like a promise ceremony that it, if you imagine the promise ring when you were in middle school.
When they were in marriage boot camp, they went through quite the expose there.
They were they had she had a camo wedding dress and it was this promise ceremony. Well, now she's with Gino, I think that's his name.
Oh, new lover.
He has said, and he's a fantastic person. He's good to the kids and, he's just he's a good man. But he does not want to get married. And she knows that.
And she's with him anyway.
But she wants that commitment from him. And he said, "Look, can't we just leave things the way they are?
It's working.
I'm fine with this. I don't want to be married. I'm happy to be with you and you alone, but I don't want to be married." She gets down on one knee with one hand hanging onto the fridge door, y'all, in the kitchen. As people are walking in and out, and she says something to the effect of, "Will you be my life partner forever and ever," or whatever. And he's like, "Girl." So they go to Vegas.
See, I'm old-fashioned. I'm cutting in. I would never do that. Just saying.
She would never hold on to the handle
I don't
of
think
the fridge.
women, well, I might need to, but I don't think women, if I'm going to have to get on my knees, I'm going to have to brace myself. No. I just don't think women need to ask men for marriage. Now,
especially when he said, "I don't want to be married."
Don't.
What is she thinking she's going to change him? Because it made me go do women think that men are all, because we as little girls, we dream of playing house and being a mom and we play that as a child. We role play that.
Knight in shining armor.
I'm pretty darn sure y'all men do not do that. I'm going to pretend I'm a husband and a dad.
Yeah.
And so, he's shocked as hell in the kitchen. Now they go to Vegas, so time lapses, and they're going to go there for her daughter Pumpkin's wedding.
Oh, that's so weird.
And she hires somebody, an Elvis impersonator, to come and marry on the surprise Gino.
And her?
And her.
Who hired that?
She did.
Mama June?
Yes.
Mama June.
Are you listening?
Girlfriend. Now, you don't need to be begging, honey. You're begging.
I know.
Women, no one begs. Men, don't beg. Don't beg.
Y'all, if you have to beg, he doesn't or she doesn't want you.
And that's just going to end in a divorce. That's series 10, though, right? We're going to have another series. We're going to have another episode.
Oh, I don't know. But you know what?
You wonder if it's just salacious or if it's real, if she really wants him to be her one and only.
I don't know. I don't know, but I do know, she really does love this guy.
Yeah. Okay.
And here's my advice, because I know you're watching Mama June. You can love and love and love the shit out of somebody. You don't have to marry him.
That's right.
And it does not
unless
stop
you're giving
your
birth.
love.
I think if you're a parent,
I mean, if you have a committed relationship, but you don't have
children.
to be married. I don't want you loving somebody that lives down the road that belongs to somebody else.
No.
But when he openly says, I love you and I love your family and I want to be around.
That should be good enough.
Leave it alone.
I agree.
Let
him drive. Look, she's like going all in. And she might be buying him or trying to, wine and dine, getting her way. That is not the way to do it.
And here's the other thing, y'all, and this made me go, ooh, red flag.
Yeah.
So she's launching this this product. You know those things you get in the mail once a month and it has like several products in there and you try them out and you see if you like
new
them.
brands of stuff. Yeah.
So she has a thing and it's like her Southern favorites, whether it's jam or it's pickles or whatever it is, right? So
cool.
she has this big launch party. The owner of Planet Hollywood is the business partner with it. So it's there at Planet Hollywood in Vegas. It's big launch, lots of press and everything's there. He is uncomfortable as hell. He does not like to be in public. He does not. But you're on a TV show.
You're with the wrong woman there, baby.
And he ends up leaving.
Because he's that uncomfortable. Oh, bless
and the
his heart.
whole time she's looking around like, where is he? This is my big night. I need him here. I want him to support me.
He couldn't do it.
He couldn't do it, and she couldn't be okay with him not.
Well, she took that personal. Like, I don't love you, when he just going, I'm so anxiety ridden, I can't even breathe. I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, like this is not my scene. I don't want to be having pictures. And I've been with enough men in my years of being single that
you get it.
They want to stand in the background,
which actually works for you because you kind of need that.
And the last thing I want is somebody to compete with me, which he is in no way trying to compete with her. But I think I'm wondering, Dr. Camille, I'm wondering at the beginning of the night, maybe he should have said, look, this isn't my scene. I'm probably not going to be comfortable with this. Here's what I'm comfortable doing. I'm comfortable sitting at the table with a drink and just observing and watching what's going on. Or maybe I'm going to head over to the blackjack table. You good with that?
Right.
That never happened.
And or saying, look, I got anxiety. If I happen to have a moment, I will be leaving. Don't take it personal, sweetheart.
Right.
I'll try, but I can't promise.
So she shut down. I mean, there was a really pretty substantial interview, and she just shut down. And here's this press person that's asking her questions about her box and her promotion, and her publicist is sitting right there, and she just one answer. She just shut down, because she was so
hurt.
Worrying, where's my guy? And I'm thinking, no, you separate business and you focus on what is at hand.
She's slipping back into the what is it, sugar bear, those moments, because he really was a cheating, lying a-hole. He admitted it on TV, y'all, so I could call him that on a podcast.
I don't know that she was thinking he had left and was cheating on her.
Well, she's going, here we go again. I picked the wrong guy again. I think she's going into that shit. In her own little space. Will you help JJ tell her to call me
JJ?
Will you
give JJ a shout out because he watched the last one we did.
JJ
Smith.
JJ Thank Smith you for Texas. Watching us.
If y'all need a pageant coach, he's the man. No, don't call me. Call JJ. It's down in Houston, I think.
And if you need a relationship coach, I'll be your coach.
Yeah,
I can do that.
And if you want to know where to buy Walmart wipes.
Shut up. If you need fitness expert advice, if you need...
we are at 52 minutes.
Okay, well, then I think my last thing is my aha moment. And then we're done. I had an aha moment.
If this were me and I had subjects,
well, I'm finally driving a podcast, and look at her. She cannot share the limelight with me for 2 fucking minutes. Oh, shit, did I say that F word? I'm kidding. It's actually very empowering to be around.
I did not cause her to say that, by the way. That is not what...
Her fault. I had a little PTSD moment. My TV days where I couldn't express myself. No, I wanted to say my aha moment because I was fascinated by something I read. I'm reading this book called Sapiens, and it is just brilliant. We love it. But it was basically talking about, and it's called where is it? The Gilgamesh Project. I might be bastardizing that, I'm not sure. But it is a project, basically, they're making a bionic immune system. Nanotechnology has figured out nano-robots that will go into your immune system.
Who's they? What country are
I don't know. Scientists. Okay, I'm not sure where this... I really just heard about it, so I went, what? That was like a gasm moment, like an aha moment. Oh my gosh. So this thing, and I'm praying to God that it comes into being while we're still young enough to utilize it, just saying. But these little nano-robots go into your body, and they unblock your arteries, they reverse aging, they clean up any bacteria, viruses, So basically, you're virtually not going to die unless you have some sort of accident. Now, I'm not saying I want to live forever because I want to be functional. But this and the way this gets funded is probably with a billionaire, like private money and scientific advancement. But isn't that fascinating that they're going to build a bionic immune system? We actually could be
who's controlling
immortal.
These robots? I mean, where's the pad that goes do this, do this?
Well, they would be designed in the lab. I don't know. I'm not quite sure. I could do more research and I can help. We could do it together. But I thought I want to be in line.
Can you get hold of some of those?
What about collagen robots? I mean, we need more collagen here. I mean, like plump up all my cells. Anyway, that's all I have today, y'all. So we have a lot of different topics we've covered. So we want to hear your feedback. But I thought it was entertaining. Did you get entertained? Did you get enlightened? You learned something today. Admit it. You learned something too. You didn't. You aren't just laughing at us, making an ass of myself.
No. Okay, everybody. Okay. Shock talking with our new background. We don't know if we're going to keep it. We just got crazy today. It's Friday. We just got kind of crazy.
Right.
Anyway, so we'll
new
be back.
Lineup. I want to know if you like the lineup.
No, we don't. We're still going to do it whether you like it or you don't.
We really don't give a shit. Okay, good.
Okay, we'll see you next week, everybody. Have a good weekend. Bye.
Bye. Oh, that don't work, honey. You're going to have to use your finger.
Against my finger, everybody.
Please. Ooh. Thank you.